Hello everyone. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Atras Farisan. I'm a student at LSPR Communication and Business Institute, Jakarta, Indonesia, majoring in International Relations. I'm also under the supervision of Mr. Charles Bonar Sirait as my mentor and lecturer on public speaking and presentation skill subject. In this video, I would like to talk about climate change. As we know, nowadays human activities have increased carbon dioxide emissions and driving up temperatures. Extreme weather and melting polar ice are among the possible effects. Before we do start, do you guys really know what actually climate change is? The Earth's average temperature is about 15 degrees Celsius, but has been much higher and lower in the past. There are some natural fluctuations in the climate, but scientists believe temperatures are now rising faster than at many other times. We believe this is linked to the greenhouse effect, which describes how the Earth's atmosphere traps some of the sun's energy. For example, solar energy radiating back to space from the Earth's surface is absorbed by greenhouse gases and re-emitted in all directions. This hits both the lower atmosphere and the surface of the planet. Without this effect, the Earth would be about 30 degrees Celsius colder and hostile to life. Scientists believe we are adding to the natural greenhouse gases, with gases released from industry and agriculture trapping more energy and increasing the temperature. This is known as climate change or global warming. Furthermore, about the greenhouse gases, it's the gas with the greatest impact on warming is water vapor, but it remains in the atmosphere for only a few days, while carbon dioxide persists for much longer. It could take hundreds of years for a return to pre-industrial levels, and only so much can be soaked up by natural reservoirs, such as the oceans. Most man-made emissions of CO2 come from burning fossil fuels. Since the Industrial Revolution in about 1750, CO2 levels have risen more than 30%. The concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere is higher than any time, at least in 800,000 years. Other greenhouse gases such as methane and nitrous oxide are also released through human activities, but they're less abundant than carbon dioxide. Well, let's talk about the details on how the Earth is getting warmer. According to the BBC News, there is a possibility the temperature will keep increasing in the future. The change in the global surface temperature between 1850 and the end of the 21st century is likely to exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius, based on many simulations. The UN is leading a political effort to stabilize greenhouse gas emissions. China emits more CO2 than any other country. It is followed by the US and the European Union member states, although emissions per person are much greater there. But even if we now cut greenhouse gas emissions dramatically, scientists say the effect will continue. Large bodies of water and ice can take hundreds of years to respond to changes in temperature, and it takes CO2 decades to be removed from the atmosphere. This phenomenon, a climate change, is capable on every single aspect to affect our life. There is an uncertainty about how great the impact of a changing climate will be. It could cause freshwater shortages, dramatically alter our ability to produce food, and increase the number of deaths from floods, storms, and heat waves. This is because climate change is expected to increase the frequency of extreme weather events, though linking any single event to global warming is complicated. As the world warms, water evaporates, leading to more moisture in the air. This means many areas will experience more intense rainfall, and in some places maybe some snowfall. But the risk of drought in inland areas during hot summers will increase. More flooding is expected from storms and rising sea levels, but there are likely to be very strong regional variations in these patterns. Poorer countries, which are least equipped to deal with rapid change, could suffer the most. Plant and animal extinctions are predicted as habitat change faster than species can adapt. And the World Health Organization has warned that the health of millions could be threatened by increases in malaria, waterborne disease, and malnutrition. As more CO2 is released into the atmosphere, uptake of the gas by the oceans increases, causing the water to become more acidic. This could pose major problems for coral reefs. Global warming will cause further changes that are likely to create more further heating. So in conclusion, we need to be united to solve this problem. Stand against the climate change cannot be done only by an individual or a corporation, but it must be participated by all humans, including communities, organizations, activists, governments, and of course other international actors. Responding to climate change will be one of the biggest challenges we face this century. In the end, I would like to deliver a huge thanks to all of you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I'm really sorry if were many mistakes and flaws from my words. Thanks for your attention, and see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.
NASA Climate Kids.